Hi friends, Aitherea here, and I recently unlocked Machinist for a reason that had nothing to do with actually wanting to play it. Like, I didn't really want to play it. And that got me thinking about how there's a lot of jobs that I unlocked for like random reasons that had nothing to do with specifically wanting to play the job, and that also had nothing to do with like, oh, I just want to get all jobs like unlocked and leveled to 100 because that's pretty common. These are these are more random, and I thought this could just be like a fun, maybe silly-ish, lighthearted kind of video because I know that we need more of that because I too have been on the rant train a little bit, and I know it gets tiring to just see kind of like negative, critiquey kind of videos about the game, and it's nice to have something a little more fun. So I hope you guys will also share in the comments your random reasons for unlocking jobs, but yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just get into mine, starting with Machinist. And I unlocked it for the Figmental weapon because I finally won a Figmental coffer, and I was thinking about using it on Sage because I do like the Sage one, but I was like, I don't know, is there anything that I like better? Because I tried on the Sage one, and without opening the chest, there are ways. And I was like, I don't really know if I want this one, because it's nice and I want it eventually, but there's got to be one that I like better. And I found that the one that I like better is the Machinist one. And funnily enough, so far, my Machinist is like level 45-ish. So far, I actually like it, and I don't usually like DPS. I don't know if it's just because the experience at low level is simple. I didn't think I was a very like Murica, heck yeah. I didn't think I was that kind of person, but now I'm starting to think that maybe I am, because there is something really satisfying about shooting someone with a Glock. Okay, that's not what we're doing, but you get what I mean. There's something very satisfying about the Machinist weapon and just like shooting stuff with guns. I don't know. I guess I am a true-blooded American, but anyway, I unlocked it for the Figmental weapon. That's the random reason for this one. Next job. The next job I unlocked that wasn't necessarily because I wanted to play it. I guess this one's a little, it's like a little bit on the fence, but it's Red Mage. And I don't really like playing DPS, like at all, but it's good to have a DPS, right? Because sometimes maybe you're gonna do like farming stuff or you're playing with friends. It's good to be able to flex, right? And so I was like, well, if I'm forced to play DPS, I still want to be a healer, so I'm gonna pick Red Mage because it can heal. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. I do like the Red Mage weapon though. I think it's really cool. Next is Black Mage, which I hate. It's my like least favorite job in the game of all the ones that I've tried, which I've not tried all of them, but I really hate it. I'm so sorry, Black Mage mains. I think you are all incredible because you can do something that I cannot do, but I really dislike Black Mage. But the reason that I unlocked it and leveled it up to max, which now it's still at 90, but back when I unlocked it, was for the title Goddess of Magic. And it's a title that I never wear, so that's super funny, but that was what I thought the title was cool and I wanted it, so I had to level up all of the magic classes, and Black Mage was like the last one I did, and I ended up hating it, and yeah, and it's kind of funny because now I don't even use the title. I went through all that work. I didn't have to suffer with Black Mage, but I still suffered with it, but I got the title, so I guess I can use it if I want to, but I probably won't because I like the Guardian Angel title a lot, so I don't know. The next one is Dark Knight, and I also unlocked it for the Figmental weapon. Just kidding. I actually don't remember. I don't really remember why I unlocked it, but the Figmental weapon for Dark Knight is really, really cute. And I did hasten my Dark Knight to 100 because of the Figmental weapon. I don't know why I did that. In my brain, you had to be level 100 to wear the weapon, but you don't. You have to be level 1 to wear it. So I don't, but it did hasten me, putting Dark Knight to 100 and like actually playing it a teensy bit more because I wanted the the weapon is so beautiful, and I just needed to like show it off and like have it and like use it, and yeah, so but now I just kind of AFK with it because it's, you know, I don't really like to play anything but healer, to be honest. Next is Summoner, and this one maybe you guys can guess. Did you guess it right? Did you guess? The answer is that it came free with Scholar! Yay! Because I mentioned multiple times already that I basically only play healer. Fun fact, you guys probably know me as a White Mage / Sage, but Scholar was the first healing job I ever got to max level. It was kind of like my main when I first started playing the game, But as I explored the other healers, I found that I like it kind of the least. I don't know. Sometimes it used to be tied with, I used to like Astrologian the least, but Astrologian's been growing on me. I don't know. I say I like it the least, but I actually think Scholar is really cool. I think it has a lot of really cool skills. I think Seraphism is super dope. Expedient is like the best skill in the game. We memed on it so hard back in Endwalker. Like, do you guys remember before Endwalker came out and there was like all the live letters and like the job actions trailer and we saw Expedient? We were like memeing on it so hard. We were like, oh, look at all these cool skills that like, I think at that time Astrologian got like Macrocosmos or something, and like we got Lily Bell on White Mage. It was like, look at all this cool stuff. And Scholar gets Expedient. We like memed on it so hard, but it's actually like the super like best skill in the game. Like Expedient is so good. But anyways, about Summoner, it did come free with Scholar, but part of the reason I chose Scholar back then was because I knew like from other MMOs that it's useful. It can be really, really useful to have a DPS. So I was like, oh, I get a free DPS with this job. This is the one I'm picking. So it was a little twofold there. Next up is Dancer, and the original reason was so that I could use Peloton in cities and on Avant as well, because I knew that I hated running through cities. I was like, it takes so long, and like, yes, there's the Aetherites, and yes, I use them, but I just still like wish I could mount in cities badly. I still have this problem, so I literally unlocked and leveled Dancer to max just for Peloton and on Avant, and I could have chosen like any of the like Fizz range, right, because I think they all have Peloton, but I specifically chose Dancer also for the outfits. So the reason was twofold. It was the movement abilities and then also the outfits. But I will say, out of all of them, even though all of them have Peloton, Dancer is the only one that has like on Avant, which is one of the best skills in the game, and I'm so happy that White Mage got it. But anyways, let's move to the next one. The next one was Reaper, and I think the only reason that I unlocked it was because it was new, and also because there was some really cool like maiming glamours to be had. Like, I remember the Asphodelos ones were really good. I really liked those. I actually have a really cool scythe for Reaper. It's the one from P8S. Like, I managed to get like a coffer because I think everyone had gotten their weapons or something, and we just had extras, and I ended up opening it on Reaper because I just thought the weapon was super, super cool. And it's funny because I say that I unlocked Reaper because it was new, and that really is it. Like, Sage I actually wanted to play because I love healers and I love healing, so of course I wanted to try it. But like, Reaper was just like, oh, new job, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. The aesthetic is kind of cool. Let me try it out. Meanwhile, I think the aesthetic of Viper is really cool. I like the Viper weapons a lot. And I also think the aesthetic of Pictomancer is really cool. I like the Pictomancer weapon a lot, and I like the aesthetic for Pictomancer's everything. I have not unlocked either of those yet, so I don't know why I had the more motivation back in Endwalker to unlock Reaper, a job that I have never played since, but I did. Next is Warrior. I also don't fully remember why I unlocked this, but I have a strong feeling that if it wasn't to like just learn tank for the sake of it, it was probably hunt trains. I have a strong feeling that it was hunt trains, as well as the ability to solo stuff. And I remember choosing Warrior specifically because everybody said it was easy and had a lot of self-healing and stuff. So I do remember choosing it for that. And then kind of in general, I did unlock all of the tanks because I wanted to learn their skills to become a better healer a little bit, because it can be helpful to know. I just wanted to know more about their skills, and I don't hate tanking. I like it better than DPSing, although nothing's ever gonna make me want to play anything but healer. Like, I'm never gonna stop wanting to play healer. I just love it so much. If you didn't know from the million times that I've said it during this video, I'm a healer main and I love healing. Okay, next we have Culinarian, because this one's really specific. But back in Shadowbringers, some of you will remember that you could turn in coffee biscuits. It was this Lev quest in Crystarium, and you could turn in coffee biscuits and actually make a fair bit of gil. And it was really stupid because you had to sit there for like an hour just like turning in coffee biscuits, but you could make like millions of gil doing this. It was really dumb. If you were willing to just like have no life and just sit there and turn them in, it was really, really boring. You could make a fair bit of gil doing this. And so I actually leveled my Culinarian for that reason alone. And now you might think like, oh, you can make a lot of money if you like make them yourself and then turn them in. No. Here's the thing, is you had to have Culinarian at a specific level to do the turn-ins. So I got it up to the level to do that, and I just bought them off the market board and turned them in. And yes, you would still make a profit even doing it that way, but that is what I did. They got rid of that. You can't do that anymore. As far as I'm aware, there's no lev quests that are like the coffee biscuits, but that was why I leveled up Culinarian, not because I wanted to play Culinarian, not because I wanted to make raid food, nothing related to Culinarian at all. I just wanted to turn in coffee biscuits for Gil, because back then I didn't know a lot about making Gil and I was poor and I wanted money. Actually, I wasn't that poor, because funnily enough, I actually kind of power leveled Culinarian, if you will. I remember being in the firmament and like I bought boatloads of materials off of the market board so that I could level Culinarian through like the firmament. Like I made stuff, but you can gather all the materials yourself if you want to. And a smart way to like level all your crafters is to level all of them together, including the gatherers. So then you go in the firmament and like you use your gather in the diadem to get the stuff that you need to use in the firmament to craft stuff. Like it's this whole thing, right? But I just paid for it all. I paid like over $1 million to get my Culinarian to max, but I did make all that money back and more with the coffee biscuits, so I didn't lose anything. And then finally, kind of just going off of this, most of the other crafters or gatherers I leveled again was not because I actually wanted to play them, because I found out very quickly that I do not like the crafting and gathering in this game. Specifically, I dislike how everything is so connected. Like you can't just like level one up and be like, I'm gonna make this. Like you kind of can, but then you have to like buy stuff off the market board. And when you look at the prices it takes to buy the materials, you might as well just buy the thing fully crafted. Like the materials are so expensive. So I noticed this when I was like trying to level one up and trying to like, I remember leveling Weaver because I wanted to make outfits, crafted glamours, because I love glamour. And then I got it leveled up and I realized all of these materials are so expensive. If I want to not have to pay a bunch of money, like if I don't want to just buy the thing, I need to level up all of the other crafters and gatherers so that I can get all of the materials myself and make them all myself. And it was just this whole thing where I just ended up hating it because I was like, that's way too much work. It's so much work in my opinion. It's a chore and it's not fun to me. So the reason I actually leveled, not all of them, but a few of them up, was things like custom deliveries, because custom deliveries can have some pretty cool rewards. And then also beast tribes. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that, I'm sorry, they're allied societies now. Whatever, I adore them. I don't know, some of them have I was not very impressed with the story for the Dawntrail one, unfortunately. I didn't think it was that good. But some of them have really cute little stories, really fun little stories, and really good rewards. Like sometimes there's really cool mounts. Like honestly, the Endwalker ones ate. Like we got that Mew Missive Jelly, like space jelly mount. Oh my god, incredible. Like some of my favorite mounts have come from allied societies. So that was another reason to get the crafters and gatherers up, because especially ever since Shadowbringers, there's one battle, one crafting, one gathering society. So yeah. And then the final reason was for gatherers specifically to farm maps from trees, because it's like you get a free map and you can make like 30 to 50k a day just digging a map and selling it. It's a trickle, but it's good money. And then especially with the Figmental coffers being a thing, when the Figmental coffers came out, the Brockskin maps were like 200k. So, and then they were 100k for a while. So like, as they were expensive, I was selling those and making money. And then obviously if I wanted to actually do one of those maps, do you think I wanted to pay 200k for one? No, I just go dig one. So that was a pretty good reason for wanting to unlock the job. That wasn't exactly like, I don't spend my time like gathering stuff so that I can craft or gathering stuff so that I can sell it. But it is very useful, because the other thing you can do with your gatherers is you can have, if you have a gatherer unlocked, you can make your retainer be that thing. And then your retainer can gather stuff. And if you're not a crafter like me, like you don't like it, you can sell those mats to other people who do need them and make money, because most people do not want to spend hours and hours farming all their materials that they need. So it works out. But those are all of the jobs I can think of right now that I've unlocked for reasons besides, like actually being interested in playing the jobs. So you can see there's a lot of jobs that I have unlocked for like random reasons, but I feel like at this point, if I don't come up with a random reason that's like, that's a really cool weapon and I want it, the reason is gonna just be like, I want to get everything to 100 because it can be helpful to understand what other jobs can do, especially if you're a raider. You don't necessarily have to know, but it's helpful sometimes to know. And yes, I still do want to, even though I don't love DPSing some, I still do want to kind of explore them and just see what they're about. Maybe eventually I'll find one I like. I don't know if I will continue to like Machinist into endgame. Like, I'm just that kind of person that sometimes I really like the leveling experience and like getting to know a job, but once I get max, I'm just like, I don't want to touch this ever again. So we'll see if that happens with Machinist, but I do really like its Figmental weapon, and I thank it for giving me the inspiration for this video. So yeah, that's that. I'd love to hear your comments on if there's anything that you've unlocked for sort of a random reason that has nothing to do with actually being interested in playing that job. I'd love to hear if there's people like me out there. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. And if you would consider leaving a sacrifice for Lord Algorithm in the form of a like, comment, share, or subscribe, I would be grateful. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to my channel members for supporting me. Bye!